Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video is definitely promised because one of the few last videos that I posted was reflecting back on my 2024 Sephora purchases. And as promised, I do have reflecting back on my 2024 Ulta purchases. I definitely have a lot of products to talk to you about today, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm actually a little bit surprised. I really thought that I would have more here, but I went through my purchase history on the Ulta app and this is all that came up. So I went to the Ulta app, I clicked on account, and then I clicked on purchases, and it basically showed me all of the purchases from 2024, and it seems like it's definitely missing some things, but I guess not. I don't know. So like I was expecting to see at least like some skincare in here or some body care in here. But for the most part, I really did just stick to buying makeup from Ulta, at least last year. So let's go ahead and move backwards all the way to Thursday of January 4th, 2024. And so what I purchased was the Hero Cosmetics or Hero sunscreen. I don't know, but here it is. This is the Force Shield sunscreen. This one is in the like apricot glow version, I think. And this is seriously one of my favorite sunscreens ever to exist. As you can tell, I've used so much of this product. This just really like blends into the skin so nicely, and it has a little bit of a glow to the skin, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. I have finished one up before, and this is the second one that I have finished up. Absolutely no regrets here. So that was a great purchase. Then we have Saturday, January 27th, and I picked up a few things. Firstly, I'm just going to go ahead and mention it because I actually don't have it anymore. From LA Girl, it was their Blurring Putty Primer. So it was like LA Girl's take on the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I don't have that anymore. I totally regret purchasing that. I don't even know if I was able to return it. I think I just decluttered it to someone. Maybe it was my sister, I don't know. But I definitely regret purchasing that. I have no idea why I bought that. I am not someone who's into the putty primers. I didn't like the e.l.f. ones. I definitely didn't care for the LA Girl one. So that was totally a regret. However, the other two products I picked up that day, I'm super happy with. So I did pick up from Morphe 2. I really enjoy the Morphe 2 line, so I was really excited to try this out. This is the Sun and Done Smooth Gliding Bronzer Stick. Really enjoy this one, and I did pick up the shade Amber Shores. This is really, really nice. Blends out beautifully. It definitely reminds me so much of a high-end cream bronzer formula. So this was definitely a yes. Have zero regrets there. I also picked up one of the Makeup Revolution highlighters. This is the Diamond in the shade Diamond Glow. I want to say these are supposedly dupes for the Rare Beauty highlights, so I decided to go with this one. No regrets here as well. Super, super happy with this one. Okay. Then we have Sunday, March 3rd. So it looks like I didn't purchase anything in February of last year. Again, I'm kind of surprised. I definitely feel like this is missing some things, but that's okay. Let's move on to Sunday, March 3rd. So firstly, I picked up from Peach Slices. This is the Redness Relieved Color Correcting Moisturizer. I really, really enjoy this product. I have no regrets on picking this one up. I do feel that this does a really good job at covering redness, and I love this especially for days where I don't want to put on any makeup but I want to just even out my skin tone a little bit. This is a great product to do that with. So if you have mild rosacea or just rosacea in general, I highly recommend this product. I also picked up from Milani one of the Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stains. Really enjoy this product as well, and no regrets here either. I feel like lip stains definitely had a moment and is still kind of having a moment, so no regrets here. This one is in the shade Mauve Mentality. Really nice lip stain formula. Definitely reminds me a lot of like some K-Beauty lip products. So I'm definitely really happy with that purchase. Something that I did regret is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. They had reformulated this last year, and I am so glad that I now know that I don't like this brow pencil, because I used to love the former formula that they had. It was so good, but the new formulation is not good. It's super waxy. I felt like it was always like skipping parts of my brow, so I definitely do not recommend that product. I'm glad it wasn't a lot of money, because I would have been upset because it did not work out. So I actually just do not have that product anymore. I don't recommend it. Then I did pick up an e.l.f. Total Face Sponge Duo. I love the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge so much. It's easily one of my favorite makeup sponges to use. It does a really great job at blending out foundation and concealer, and I do feel like it's very porous, so it kind of feels like the original Beauty Blender, so I love that. I probably still have that duo to begin with. Like, I still probably have it. I still probably use it. I just wash my beauty like sponges, makeup sponges, I would say like weekly, maybe bi-weekly, and then I just keep reusing them. So really happy with that purchase. I also picked up from e.l.f. the little tin pan palette here. This is the tin pan palette in the shade, why can't I find it? Like, did I seriously take off the color? It's one of the everyday matte versions, I think. So this is an all matte little tin pan palette here. No regrets here. I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I feel like having some staple mattes, neutral mattes, if you will, in your collection is always really helpful. So I am happy with this one. I haven't used it too much, but I love the e.l.f. Love You a Latte like little quad that I feel like I'll also get really great use out of this one too. So really cool with this one. Like, again, no regrets here. Definitely not a regret. I did pick up from Burberry. This is the Burberry Her perfume. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. This is just the travel size. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. This smells so good. This is easily one of my favorite scents to wear in the spring and summer, so no regrets here. And then I did pick up from Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Contour Stick in the shade Oaks on You. I used to love this product so much, and I decluttered it because it was getting older in my collection. So I decided, let's go ahead and retry this. And I have to say, they've definitely changed the formula. It still performs good. It's still a good cream bronzer. It's a little bit less pigmented than it used to be. It's definitely more sheer, and I don't love that. It still performs well. It's just not as good as I thought it used to be. So I don't regret it. It's still a good performing cream bronzer stick, but I'm glad I retried it because this is definitely not the same formula that it used to be. So it's even in like an updated packaging and everything. So this is still good. I definitely feel like I prefer the Morphe 2 line better than this one. So no regrets. It's just not as good as it used to be, which is really sad. Okay, so that was a rather big purchase on Sunday, March 3rd. Then we have Monday, March 18th, and I want to say this was during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and the only thing I picked up during that sale, I want to say, are these CosRX pimple patches. These are the master patch set, and it comes with 90 patches, and I picked up 2 of these. So these are really effective in my opinion. I actually prefer these so much more than the Hero ones. Peach Slices has some. I still prefer these over those. So these are really good. Highly recommend. No regrets here. So really happy with that purchase. Then we have Sunday, May 5th. So that means in April, I didn't buy anything at Ulta. And then May, I did. So Sunday, May 5th, I did pick up from LA Girl. This is the Sheer Tint Lip Balm in the shade Super Black Cherry. So this is something that I think it's really beautiful on. I think it's a great formula. The shade is absolutely stunning. So it's not something that I regret. However, this is definitely not something that I needed to pick up. This is not something that I needed to have in my collection. So one of the things I'm trying to do this year is just be very, very selective and more mindful with the makeup I'm purchasing. So I'm currently on a makeup no buy right now for the month of January, and I'm really trying to use this time to use stuff in my collection, and also the stuff that's like building in my Ulta cart that's new that I'm interested in. I'm really trying to just think about those purchases and really think about like, okay, do I want all of this new makeup? You know what I mean? Like really, really think about it. What do I really want? What can I actually see myself using? So kind of using this time as like a discernment, if you will. So don't regret this. However, it's one of those things that I just kind of forget and can kind of get neglected in my collection that I feel like I definitely could have just skipped it. One of my holy grail products I picked up in this haul is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. It is a beautiful matte bronzer. It's a powder bronzer, but it does have some luminosity to it. So it's definitely not a flat matte on the skin. I do have the shade All Butted Up. Love it so much. Easily one of my favorite bronzers in my entire collection. So that is obviously not a regret. Another product I picked up, which is not a regret, I feel like I always would have been curious about it because I watched Sarah Rose here on YouTube, and she has been speaking so highly about this product in 2024. And it is the NYX Pro Fix Stick. It's a correcting concealer, and I picked up the shade Pink. So I just feel like I'm someone who doesn't utilize products like this very much within their routine. So I often just kind of go in with concealer, and I feel like concealer does a lot of covering up for me personally. However, if you are someone who has more to conceal or color correct, I think this is a really nice formula. It can be a little bit drying, so keep that in mind, but I don't feel like it's ever too drying where I don't want to use it. I just often forget about steps like these in my routine, but no regrets, but still, I probably didn't need it. I also picked up from Polite Society. This is their Polite Pout Glossy Lip Balm, and I did pick up the shade Strawberry Glaze. This is very beautiful. It also smells, from what I remember, really good. Yeah, it has such a great strawberry smell. No regrets here. Again, I love lip balms so much. You guys know this. I really love the Summer Fridays lip butter balms. And so I feel like I was always going to be curious about this formula. I also want to say Juicy Jazz kind of inspired this purchase. It's a beautiful sheer red on the lips, and of course it does smell really good. So no regrets here. However, it is something that's a little bit neglected in my collection because it is a little bit more pigmented. Okay, so then we have Monday, May 6th. So this was literally the next day. I must have had a coupon or something. That's the only reason I can see myself like buying something immediately the day after, but here we are. So I did pick up from Smashbox. This was one of their little Halo face palettes. So this is the Halo Sculpt and Glow face palette, and this is in the shade Back to Cali. I want to say this was like the second lightest shade. So it does come with a bronzer, 2 blushes, and a highlighter. Really beautiful face palette. I think my favorite is probably the highlighter. I do wish the bronzer was a little bit more pigmented, and of course I do like the blushes. I usually just mix the two. But I feel like this is a product where I like it. I actually really like it for travel, if I'm being honest, because it's really nice and slim and sleek. But I feel like it's one of those things where it's not by any means like my favorite face palettes. Like I still prefer my Hourglass face palettes and everything, but it's just an okay product. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not a favorite, but it does get the job done. So it's just like an product in my collection. So there's that one. Then the second item I purchased in this same May 6th haul is this palette from NYX. This is the Ultimate Warm Neutrals palette. I picked this up because Emily Noel was raving about this palette around this time. And I am such a silly goose and I have not used this. Like, I can't believe it. It's actually in my like basket to use like of palettes. Like it's in my eyeshadow palette basket right now. So I definitely have every intention of using this very, very soon, like literally probably within the next few days. So that is going to quickly change. I do kind of regret picking this up because again, like I clearly have not used it yet. and that says something. You know what I mean? Like, I purchase palettes, especially indie palettes, pretty regularly, and I want to put those on my eyes ASAP, right? So the fact that this is still gone unused, it just kind of says a lot, but it's here. It's in my collection. We're going to test it out. I've been really impressed with NYX's eyeshadow palettes lately, especially like the holiday palettes that they've come out with. So we shall see how this one performs. Okay. Such a great not mail day, such a great makeup purchase day. Thursday, May 16th, I did pick up part of the e.l.f. Jelly Pop line. Love this line so much. This is easily one of my favorite primers ever to exist. This is the Dew Primer from e.l.f. Love this product so much. And then they actually, when they re-released the primer, they also came out with a lip oil. And so I purchased this as well. I love this so much. Such great purchases right here. No regrets at all. Then we are into July. So it looks like June, I did not purchase anything from Ulta, at least according to the app here, which is all I have to kind of go off of. So Sunday, July 21st, I did purchase some products. So firstly, from Nest. So Nest did go into Ulta in 2024, and I picked up one of their perfume oils. I had been so curious about this, and I finally picked it up. This is the Balinese Coconut Perfume Oil. Super beautiful. Really, really happy with this purchase. So no regrets here. I also picked up, I didn't pull it out, I'm really sorry, because it's in my like summer fragrance. I kind of have them stored away for right now. But the Cocoa Shimmy scent from Sniff. Love this perfume so much. No regrets. I actually had it in a sample first, and I completely finished up the sample. So I knew I loved this scent. No regrets. Again, I love it so much. So that was definitely such a great purchase. I also picked up from Fenty the Demi Glow Light Diffusing Highlighter in the shade Pretty Pearls. Again, no regrets with this one as well. This is easily one of my favorite highlights in my entire collection. I just love it. I think it is so beautiful. So this is definitely a like super happy I picked it up type thing. Also, that same haul, I picked up one of the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Oils. I was really curious about this. I definitely took my time. I wasn't going to pick it up, but I heard really great things, and I love the Maracuja Juicy line from Tarte that I was like, let's give it a go. So I picked up the shade Spice. I really like this. I really do. I think this is a really nice formula. And surprisingly, I don't mind the little sponge tip. I think it's actually really comfortable to put on the lips. So this was a win for me. Really happy with that purchase. Okay. Then we have Monday, July 29th, and that must have been kind of shortly after Too Faced released this palette. This is the Aptly in Love palette. Really, really like this one. I need to use this one more though. Unfortunately, I've only used this one time, I think, maybe twice. But this is really high performing from what I remember. I actually really like Too Faced eyeshadow formula. I know that that's probably kind of like I'm in the minority with that one, but I really do like Too Faced eyeshadow formula. So really happy with this purchase. I love the packaging. It has a really nice kind of like apple cinnamon type of smell to it. And I do think it was high performing. So really happy with that purchase. Okay. Then on Monday, August 5th, so this was just a few days later, I did pick up the Urban Decay Naked Remastered palette. So Urban Decay totally probably caught some of us by surprise, and they released the like newly remastered updated version of the original Naked palette, and I was so thrilled about this because I used to love and adore the Naked palette back whenever I was like in high school. So I had to pick this one up, and here she is in all her glory. It's so beautiful. So I was really happy with this. No regrets. Again, super happy to have an updated version in my collection. Okay, and then another palette. This was on Saturday, September 14th. I did pick up the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. So Natasha Denona definitely kind of took me by surprise with this release because she came out with the I Need a Nude palette last year, and I felt like she already had a warm toned palette in her line with the bronze palette, but she came out with the warm toned version, and it's very beautiful. I have no complaints. It does perform really well. It's really pretty. love the tones. So yeah, you know I had to pick this one up. So here is the I Need a Worm. It's super stunning. And then the final purchase of 2024 from Ulta. Again, I still feel like I'm missing stuff here. I swear I picked up other things, but that's okay. And this is from Gucci. So I did pick up from Gucci. It's this little Gucci Flora fragrance set. These are all travel sizes. So it came with Gorgeous Magnolia, super beautiful. It also came with Gorgeous Orchid, really, really beautiful as well. This is such a stunning scent. And then probably my favorite scent from this set was Gorgeous Gardenia. Love this one. This one smells so beautiful. So I saw this little set in store and I just couldn't get my mind, like I couldn't stop thinking about it, that I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it, and I did. So I kind of treated myself to this. This is no regrets. I love this so much. And I've come to enjoy these Gucci perfumes. I feel like they're very long lasting and I smell them pretty like consistently after I spray them, which is nice. So that's everything. I do want to check though to make sure I'm not missing any other purchases, but I did go to purchases. Let's go to Ulta Beauty Rewards. And then let's see if there's, like, let me check my points history. Okay, so JK, there is more purchases. I knew that it was missing stuff. I'm not crazy. So I went to my points history and I have stuff in here that I did not cover. So I apologize. So we're going backwards again. I'm so sorry. So it looks like if I'm in points history, back on January 20th, 2024, there is a purchase. So I purchased the NYX glitter primer as well as one of the like multi-chrome eyeliners from ColourPop. And I have no regrets on the NYX glitter primer. You guys know how much I love that stuff. I use it literally every single time I do my eyeshadow. And then as far as the ColourPop like multi-chrome eyeliner, again, no regrets there. I love putting those ColourPop multi-chrome eyeliners on my lower like waterline. So no regrets there. And then we have on January 6th? Yes, January 26th, I do have the NYX Face Freezy Moisturizing Primer. I actually decluttered this. I did give it to my sister, so I actually do regret picking this up. It felt nice, but I much prefer the Huda Beauty, what is that? It's like the Easy Blur primer. I think that's what it's called. I much prefer that primer from Huda. It's very similar in texture. I also picked up the About Face foundation. You guys know how much I have loved that foundation this year. So I am so happy with that purchase. I also picked up from Half Magic, another thing that I'm really happy with is the eyeshadow single in the shade Wet Pebble. This is a beautiful brown kind of taupey shade and it's beautiful. It is a really nice one and done look. So I am happy with that. Also, the Essence Lash Princess, they came out with a black brown shade in their False Lash Effect mascara. Also really enjoyed that one. However, my favorite probably mascara that I tried from Essence this year was the Essence Without Limits mascara. And this is the one, or Lashes Without Limits, I think. And this is the one that's brown. I loved that mascara. So no regrets there except for the face primer from NYX. At least that one has a good home now. Okay, so then we have, yes, on February 9th of 2024, I did pick up from Peach Slices the Acne Clarifying Cleanser. Really happy with that one. I have finished that cleanser up many times, so that was a good purchase. From Essence, they came out with little like multi-chrome flakes for your eyes. It's kind of like the Danessa Myricks flakes. Those are okay. I kind of regret purchasing those, not gonna lie. And then again from Peach Slices, I picked up their Snail Repair like cleanser. Really like that cleanser from them as well. So no regrets except for the Essence. Okay, then we have March 3rd. Already went over that purchase. March 18th, already went over that purchase. April 12th, here we go. Another Peach Slices Acne Clarifying Cleanser. That was my nighttime cleanser for the longest time, so I do remember kind of purchasing that one quite a few times. Also from Charlotte Tilbury, I bought one of her beauty blush wands. It's the matte version in Pillow Talk. No regrets there. I love that stuff. I did pick up, this is a holy grail product, you guys. I love this product so much, from La Roche-Posay. Their cleansing oil is absolutely amazing. It literally removes all of your makeup, and it's really nice and hydrating and gentle on the skin. So I will just put some in the palm of my hand. I will just rub all of my makeup off. I'll get into the shower, like literally just let all that makeup dissolve off, and then I also cleanse my skin in the shower, and then I'm doing like the double cleanse makeup or double cleanse method, and all of my makeup comes off. So love that stuff so much. Another sunscreen from Hero. It is the super light sunscreen, so it is the one with like the green lid or green cap. Also really love that sunscreen so much. Almost done with it, to be honest. From Coco Kind, I did pick up their Ceramide Barrier Serum. I actually really enjoy this serum. It's really nice and hydrating, and I have finished that up, so no regrets there. Their polypeptide cream, it was actually a little bit too thick for me, so I did give that to my husband, and I'm thinking he finished it up. I don't know. So that was everything on April 12th, and for the most part, I mean, I was happy with everything in that purchase. Already talked about May 5th, already talked about May 6th, then we have May 16th, already talked about that. So it was like semi-consistent with the purchases. Okay, then we have June 1st, the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray from e.l.f. I love this setting spray. I actually use it as my primer spray pretty much every day. So really happy with that purchase. I got another acne clarifying cleanser. I was flying through these this year from Peach Slices. So again, happy with that. I like that product. I did pick up from, I think it's like Seshi Nail. It's their Gel Effect Top Coat. I really like that top coat. I was using it when I would do pedicures from home, so I really did enjoy that one. And then I did pick up 2 shades of the ColourPop BFF cream gel liners. They're the chrome, like multi-chrome liners, and I picked up the blue shade and the green shade. Love those so much. I'm actually wearing like the blue shade in my waterline today. So no regrets with that purchase or that haul either. And then here I see where I actually picked up the Sniff like sample set, like the mini sample set. So that's where I was able to test out Coco Shimmy. Again, no regrets. I love that little set, and I've gotten so much use out of those little samples. Okay, then we have some stuff that I picked up on June 7th. And this was also a pretty good haul. So I did pick up from Vacation, the sunscreen line, the classic SPF whipped sunscreen. Love this stuff. Not only does it smell really good, but it's also really effective. Like, I did not get burned when I used that. Also from Tanologist, this is a holy grail product. I love it so much. The Daily Glow Brightening Lotion in the shade Medium Dark. I love this stuff. It really does tan your skin beautifully, and it gives you this glow. It's so beautiful. Highly recommend. It looks like I also bought a nail polish, and that must have been for my toes. It has to have been, and that was like okay. Then we have from e.l.f. another shade of their Sun Boss, or no, this is my first shade, the Sun Boss gloss, and I picked up the shade Peachy Queen. Love that gloss so much. Again, it's really nice and hydrating on the lips. Such a nice, comfortable formula, and I love that it has SPF 25. Then we have from Vacation, I do regret this, and I did return it almost immediately. It just did not work out for me. The Mineral Shake Sunscreen SPF 50, and I loved the concept. I loved that it had SPF 50, but it was so greasy on the skin, and I could not get past the smell. That was actually in that was one of the products in my worst of 2024 video, so not very good. From Fenty, I also picked up one of her lip oils in the shade Frosted Buns. Such a beautiful formula, no regrets there. So overall, I actually discovered some holy grails within this haul. So overall, it was pretty good. The only thing I really regret is the mineral like facial sunscreen from Vacation, but I actually returned that and got my money back. So that was nice. Okay, that's what I thought. So on June 11th, I got the Golden palette from Natasha Denona. I knew I was missing a Natasha Denona palette, so I got the I Need a Warm palette, but I also got the Golden palette. So that was also something, no regrets. That is such a stunning palette, especially if you have brown eyes. Love that one. So no regrets there. On June 15th, I did purchase some things as well. So I picked up, these were like some regrets for sure. Like I should not have gone to Ulta this day. Like June 15th, should have stayed home. I got from Vacation their face bronzing drops. These are okay. I have them. They have SPF 50, which is nice, but it's just one of those things where I didn't need it. So I kind of regret picking those up. Something that did make my worst of 2024 video was the Chardonnay SPF 30 lip oil from Vacation. Not a good formula at all. And then I got a backup of the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer because I love it so much and I wanted a backup because it's discontinued or like limited edition. So there was that. June 23rd, I did pick up from Sol de Janeiro their Cheirosa 48. This has quickly become one of my favorite scents from Sol de Janeiro. So no regrets there. I love that spray so much from them. So that was a total hit. July 11th, I'm sorry if I feel like I'm rushing. I just like literally filmed like an entire video and then I discovered that I totally missed like some purchases. So also from the e.l.f. Jelly Pop line, they came back out with the glow stick. So it's like the cream highlight. It's pretty. I definitely didn't need it though. Then I picked up one of the ColourPop Plumping Glossy Lip Oils in the shade Hits Diff. I do like this formula, but I hate the applicator. It's like almost like the doe foot is too big for the opening. So you pull it out and I feel like product can always get on you. It's really annoying, but it is a really beautiful formula. Really beautiful formula. And then I did pick up another shade in the Sun Boss Gloss, which I regret, but that's okay. In the shade Pink Me Girl. I don't regret it because I love the formula. The shade is beautiful. It's just, I need to stop doing that thing where just because I love something doesn't mean I need to have it in every color or that I need to have 2 or 3 different colors in the formula. Like I don't need to be doing that. So I much prefer the peach color that I first started out with. So there's that. And then from Essence, I picked up the Jelly Grip Hydrating Primer. I actually really, really like this primer. I definitely didn't need it. I have literally so many gripping primers in my collection, but it is really good. It's not as tacky as the e.l.f. Jelly Pop or as the Milk Makeup, but I kind of like that because if you're someone who wants a gripping primer, but you don't want something super tacky, I think you'll find that as a nice kind of like in the middle product. And then NYX actually came out with like creamy versions of their fat lip oils. So I picked up the shade Splash of Cream, which is a really beautiful kind of like pinky mauve color. No regrets there. I really enjoy that formula from them. This was definitely a regret because I felt like I just did not care for this mascara from Essence. It's the Dramatic False Lash Effect and Call Me Queen. So it's their Call Me Queen mascara. It was just okay. Not a really great formula. So overall, I mean, I feel like that was a pretty good haul. Okay, August 2nd, I did get my birthday gift, which was the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. And then I did pick up the Buttermelt Blush in the shade Butter Together. So I remember I was supposed to be on a blush low buy last year, totally failed. But I did pick up 2 blushes because I'm like, it's my birthday, it's fine. So I picked up a Buttermelt blush from NYX in the shade Butter Together. Really like that formula. It's beautiful. That shade is just not for me though. So I actually have decluttered that. And then from ColourPop, their liquid blushes, I picked up a shade She's Cute. Really nice formula, really pretty color. Happy with that. Really happy with this purchase as well. The LA Colors, LA Girl eyeshadow palette in the shade Under the Sun. Super beautiful. I love that eyeshadow palette so much. Okay, for September 1st, I picked up one of the Naturium Phyto Glow lip balms in the shade Jam. I really like this. I will say, I hope that it's not every lip balm from Naturium, but mine seems to have faulty packaging. I feel like I have to squeeze so hard for products to come out. I don't know if that's everyone's lip balm or just mine. Let me know if you also struggle with that product, but the shade Jam is so beautiful. I also picked up one of the gloss bomb sticks from Fenty in the shade Fenty Glow, also super pretty. So I'm happy with that as well. Also happy with the Lano Lips Peach 101 Ointment Multi Balm. Really, really hydrating lip balm, you guys. Really hydrating lip balm. I really am happy with that purchase. And then a little bit of a regret here, but thankfully it wasn't too expensive and I can probably see myself finishing this up. This is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I used to love this powder so much. It was holy grail status. And now I don't like have a place for it in my routine. So here we are. But I remember loving that. And then from Fenty, she had come out with like some new powder blushes last year. So the Cheeks Suede Powder Blush in the shade Bacon Cakes. I actually feel like I still don't have my thoughts gathered on this product, so I need to keep using it. But so far, like I don't have regrets on that. So that was September 1st. Now we have September 22nd, and I remember this. I picked up 2 makeup bags of the Wet n Wild and Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I grabbed 2 of the makeup bags, one for myself, one for my sister. I was so happy to be able to do that for her. And then Too Faced, they had released a holiday face palette, and I did pick up that face palette. It's so beautiful. And then also from the Wet n Wild Nightmare Before Christmas collection, they had the serum primer, which is like the sticky, grippy primer. Really like that one as well. So really happy with that. I didn't need that Wet n Wild primer by any means though. Okay, then we have October 12th, and I picked up from Hourglass the Ambient Light Edit Unlocked palette in the Dragon shade, which was the lightest shade of the palette. Really, really happy with that purchase. I love that face palette so much. I love the Hourglass face palettes. I get so much use out of them. So that was totally a hit. And then I did pick up the Makeup Revolution, the Icon palette in the shade The True Icon. This is supposed to be like a dupe for the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 2. I actually, am a silly goose and I haven't tried this. So I hopefully will be using this very soon, but I am really stoked to try it. I've heard such great things. And if I can replace basically the Patrick Ta like formula or like the color stories in my collection, that would be phenomenal. Okay, October 13th, like, oh my God, I missed so many purchases. That's so frustrating. Ulta should have all of this in one place. Like, that's so frustrating. I did pick up the Milani Blur Out Primer. This is the one that's like in a jar. Really good. Really, really good primer. Also, I love this. This is from Bubble. It's the Cloud Surf Water Cream Moisturizer. This is so amazing. It was my nighttime moisturizer throughout the summer and fall. Now I use something a little bit thicker, but that is such a good moisturizer. And then literally some of my favorite skincare products of like life are the Coco Kind Postbiotic Acne Serum. This is amazing. I seriously feel like this has cured my hormonal acne, which is insane. I still get some acne on my jawline, but it's nowhere near as bad. And I feel like it really keeps my skin in check. So such a great product. And also the vitamin C serum, I feel like has really helped me with like the overall look of my skin. I still have like good days and bad days, but overall I really believe in those Coco Kind serums. So that was such a great choice on my part. Then we have October 26th, and I did a really great haul here. I did pick up from Kylie Jenner the Cosmic perfume set, where it came with the 1 ounce perfume as well as a travel. Love Cosmic from Kylie Jenner. It's such a great scent. I also picked up a little bit of the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty collection. I picked up the glitter lip oil in the shade Diamond Bow. This is beautiful. I also picked up the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman eyeshadow palette. Again, really happy with that purchase. Also from the Hello Kitty Wet n Wild collection, I picked up the glossy lip stain in the shade So Sweet, as well as the Radiance Liquid. So that was kind of like a liquid illuminator. I love that as a primer. It's really beautiful. And then I did pick up three lip sets from the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman collection. Really happy with all of that Snowman collection. Like, I love the highlighters. I love the lip sets. I love the palette, like everything. No regrets there. A little bit of a regret was the highlighter from the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty collection in the shade Cheerleader, because it's a really like sparkly pink color. So I probably didn't need that. Total, like, no regrets at all. I love this formula so much. Are the NYX Holiday Butter Lip Gloss Swirls in the shade Hollyberry Swirl and Peppermint Swirl. Love these lip glosses so much. Like, I am so in love with those. I also picked up the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty Glitter Lip Oil in the shade Magic Apple. That is also very beautiful. So, oh, the last thing I picked up was the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil in the shade Black Cherry. So happy with that product as well. So that is great. So I feel like for the most part, I'm really happy with everything I picked up in that haul, except for probably the Wet n Wild Hello Kitty highlighter. But other than that, I picked up some great products from the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman collection. And then of course the Cosmic perfume set. Okay, then we have November 1st. It feels like it's never going to end. e.l.f. released their liquid bronzer. I definitely wanted to try it. So I picked up the Camo liquid bronzer and the corresponding brush. I actually regret purchasing the brush because I actually don't love the brush that they came out with that much, but the liquid bronzer is really great. I also picked up another shade of the NYX Holiday Butter Lip Gloss Swirl and the shade Hot Cocoa Swirl. Again, such a hit. I love those lip glosses so much. Then we have on November 3rd, oh, that was not my purchase. That was my mom's purchase. So hopefully she has no regrets. Then on November 7th, I picked up the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara in the shade Deep Brown. And I remember picking that up solely because I needed my subtotal to be at like $50. So I was like, you know what? Let me like just throw an item in that I've been curious about because I had a coupon. And I also purchased the Stay Golden Amazonian Clay Cheek Set in the shade Pinks and Corals from Tarte. Love that blush and highlight set from Tarte. It was a holiday set. So good. It came with, I think, like 4 powder blushes and 1 highlighter. It's stunning. Love that so much. So that was a really great like set in my opinion. Also on November 7th, this was for my friend. So as a birthday gift, I did get her her perfume. It was like a set of the perfume and a travel. She was very happy with that. So that was also no regrets there. Then on November 17th, I did purchase some stuff from Ulta again. So the LA Girl 9 color eyeshadow palette, this was like their holiday eyeshadow palette. I actually do regret getting this. I have still not used this. So again, what does that say? You know what I mean? So a little bit of a regret there. The highlighter I actually don't regret. I have been loving to use that in my inner corner. So that is the highlighter from like the holiday LA Girl collection. Again, I've been loving that for my inner corner. And then I picked up the NYX, the Face Glue Primer and Setting Spray. I'm still gathering my thoughts on those things. I still feel like I don't know about how I feel about them because they're a little bit drying on the skin. I feel like I definitely like the setting spray more than the primer, but I'm still testing it out, you know? Something I do regret is the Essence Meta Glow highlighter. I just did not need this. It's just a duochrome highlight that's really beautiful on the skin, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I have others like highlights that I love even more than that. I also picked up from ABH the Mini Sugar eyeshadow palette. I like this palette. I've only used it once, but it is very powdery. I feel like it kicks back so much product in the palette. It's insane. But it is pretty. So I don't know. It's kind of like hit or miss. Like I could take it or leave it type thing. Okay. Then on November 20th, I did purchase the Home Alone 24-piece makeup gift box from NYX. This was basically the advent calendar. Loved this. I went halfsies with my sister on this advent calendar because we both love Home Alone so much. And we both love makeup so much. So this was super fun. We unboxed it together and she kept some of the product, I kept some of the product. So it was great. Like overall, such a great time. No regrets. I'm so tired. November 27th, here we are. Again, no blush low buy. Like I was supposed to be on a blush low buy and I just wasn't. I picked up the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Bold Face Lilac. Love this shade though. Love the shade, no regrets. It's so beautiful. It's like the purple blush that I wanted. You know what I mean? With a little bit of pink, it's so beautiful. Another liquid blush formula that I love so much is the Essence Baby Got Blush in the shade Blush and Berry. So beautiful. It's like their take on the Charlotte Tilbury liquid blushes, but they're just really stunning. I'm so happy with that formula from Essence. A regret for sure, I purchased the Essence Holiday 2024 Extreme Shine Lip Gloss sets. Total regret, like literally total regret. I don't use them. So I definitely had no business buying that. On December 22nd, I did purchase some things that I needed. Actually, one thing that I needed. I picked up the e.l.f. fragrance-free Holy Hydration Face Cream. I mentioned that I needed something a little bit thicker for the winter, so that has been really good for me and my skin for the colder months. I did pick up from Maybelline the Superstay Ink Crayon and Own Your Empire. Emily Noel speaks so highly about these, so I wanted to try them out. Also an ABH brow set. Happy with that as well. My battery is dying, so I need to hurry. I also purchased for my sister's birthday, I purchased one of the Hourglass face palettes in the second shade for her. So that was her birthday gift, so no regrets there. And then I did pick up some things on December 26th. It was one of the Maybelline Teddy Tints in the shade Knee High. Haven't tried that yet. Something I really, really love from NYX is the Lip IV Serum in Bubblegum Burst. Love that so much. I got another shade in the Buttermelt Blushes and For the Butta. I really like that shade. I picked up another shade in the Essence Baby Got Blush Liquid Blush. Haven't tried that yet, but I'm really excited because I was super impressed with the first shade. And then I did get a hydrating oil from Good Molecules because my face was really, really dry. And so far that's been okay. And then I already talked about the Gucci set. Okay, so those were all of my purchases from Ulta from 2024. I'm so sorry that they were mixed up. They need to have that in one place, in my opinion, because I knew that I was missing some products. But I overall feel like I did a good job at picking up stuff that I really liked. I feel like I only had a few regrets in there, and I feel like I discovered a lot of holy grails last year from Ulta, so that was fun. Comment below, what were your purchases from Ulta in 2024? Do you have any regrets? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye!